Hello, Ikey Tigers. I just thought I'd send a little video to you and just say that far from it, I haven't forgotten you and I haven't forgotten IQ Rugby. And I'm still very much in touch with what's happening, or maybe what's not happening, but talking to Johnny, John LaRue, Phil Kilroe, Greg, mostly obviously over the web and emails, etc. But I wanted to just reach out and say that, boy, do I miss not watching IQ Rugby. And I know that you are a disappointed group in that you didn't finish a whole season, a season that was building and was going to be very, very successful. But there's a spirit to IQ Rugby that I think links in and enables all of you, all of us, at this very tough time. I think just about every one of us is in some form of lockdown. I've been 8 weeks locked down in Barbados, a good place to be. We've got low incidence, and it's safe from that standpoint. But of course, I'm one of the elderly, in case you didn't notice on my grizzly face. And that means I can't go out basically the front door, but I've got a nice place to live in. I know it's much more tougher for you, and that this is going to test all of you. But if IQ Rugby has done anything for you, and I know it has made you think more about the people around you, the team, the people that watch you, the friends, the management, the great management that you have that have tried to look after you, and will continue to look after those that come behind. That is the specialness that I had, I knew I experienced from 1962 to 1965, not just because it was the University of Cape Town, that was part of it, because of IQ Rugby, because of the friends I made. And at this lockdown period, what am I doing? I'm contacting a whole lot of them in New Zealand, in Canada, in the US, in Britain, in Zambia, and we're linking up. And those friendships have endured all the way from the early 60s. That's special, very special. And what's that link? That link is the time that we spent with a funny oval ball and maybe with one or two beers too many in our hands. But that's what built us. And the camaraderie that comes from playing rugby, certainly in my era, but maybe not so much in the professional era, but which exists to exactly the same degree as I have watched it exist over the last couple of years. It exists still in Ikey Tigers and Ikey Tigers Rugby, and what it means. So, in a way, I'm trying to reinforce you for the tough times that you have ahead. This is something that I've never experienced in my nearly 77 years. And I hope it's not something that you will ever experience again. And it's not just COVID-19 and the threat to lives, and thankfully you're more reinforced than I am from that, but in fact, touch wood, I'm pretty darn healthy. But it's more than that. It's this economic dislocation that's taken place, and the yin and the yang of which way you go with regard to it. But I know one thing for sure, that this is not over. COVID's not over, it's going to take a vaccine. But the economic reality of that is going to be probably much greater. I fear that there's a tough time ahead for all of us. And all of us are going to be poorer. But I hope we'll come out better. Better as human beings because of that connectivity. And because of the things that we've said we're going to do to occupy that time. What do? Well, I got online. I'm learning French, or relearning French. My French was pretty poor anyway. And I'm not a linguist, and it's not a great pleasure, but you have to have a challenge, and that's one of them. And I've got a few others. I've got a museum that's shut down. I've got a building that's shut down. We're all being affected in very different ways. But I know that for some of you it's even tougher. And I just wanted to say that I know that camaraderie, that spirit, that willingness to find out of a crisis something good something new and something different, is something that will help you through it all. I repeat what I've heard from others, but never waste a good crisis. It also has opportunity. You may not see it right now, but if you really look around, you'll see the world has changed. There's a new normal. What is the new normal? I don't think we know. I don't think it's extreme, but I think it will move various things ahead, certainly from a technological basis, more rapidly than if we'd gone at the normal pace that we're going at the moment. And obviously there will be new industries that will creep up on us. We need to always look outside the box and think, not just what's new, what's different, because differentiation is what it's all about, but what's changed and where is that opportunity? Never waste a good crisis. So as you try and pull yourself through these difficult times, as you try and amuse yourself, in makeshift gyms, is that amusing? I've got a gym here. Not amusing, but I still do it. And, keep yourself in reasonable shape. I challenge you to do a couple of things. One is just build on those friendships that you have as Ikey Rugby players. They will last the rest of your lives, and you will never, ever forget that. And if you ever have to have a time like this again, it will reinforce you. But secondly, don't get pulled down by it. Think about the opportunity. Think about what there is new and different out there that you may be able to do. And then also think about our planet and what we can do to improve the planet and stop the degradation that we've been undertaking. I think that's one of the good things that will come out of it. No question about that. So, COVID-19 is waiting for a vaccine. But the economy is going to take a long time. I don't think that we'll be back to where we were in 2019 and probably 2023. This is a pretty long road. We've got to dig in and be resourceful, but have courage and be kind and value your friendships. Stay strong, Stay strong, Ikeys. I'll be in touch with you again, but I leave you with a smile, not of any degree of satisfaction, but a smile of optimism. Look after yourselves. Stay safe.